Hello, hello. May peace and blessings be with you, everyone. Welcome to my world, wherever you're catching the replay. It might be on Facebook, it might be elsewhere, but wherever you're joining me from, welcome, welcome. If you have not checked out one of my programs, you're missing out, friends. Please check out our 30 in 30 bite-sized learning program, which teaches you Go High Level step by step. If you have Go High Level or you're working with another agency, this is a fantastic opportunity to learn 30 different topics in Go High Level in bite-sized pieces so you do not get overwhelmed. You basically just take one topic a day for 30 days. And what we have tried to do with that program is we've kept the lessons to about 30-ish minutes. I say ish because a couple of times we ran a little over because there was so much content that we needed to cover. But that's a fantastic program. We've gotten great feedback on it from anyone who has attended. So if you have had a Go High Level subscription and it's sitting on the shelf collecting dust, please do yourself a favor. Grab my bite-sized learning program, simplifyonething.com/bite-sized learning. And bite is B-Y-T-E, bite-sized learning. Let me just drop it in the comments over here so you have that link if you are interested in that. Today, I'm here really to talk about automating your content creation process. And I'm kind of going to take you behind the scenes a little bit and let you take a look at our process for creating content. So many different ways of doing this. Please watch my system and take the pieces that will work really well for yours and modify them, adapt them. Whatever doesn't serve you, leave that behind, right? That I would say pretty much with anything that we're doing, anything that works for you, continue to do it. Anything that you try that doesn't work, you're just like, okay, that is like pulling teeth or something like that. Please leave that behind because that may not be the way you function, and that is totally fine. You will not hurt my feelings if you say to me in your process, this is fabulous and, I'm skipping over this other step. That is totally fine. Take mine and make it your own. Modify it, tweak it, and make it your own, please. Okay. So let's dive into automating content creation. So step one is really coming up with your plan, your map to say, what is it that you're trying to post? And even before that, checking your intention, right? Setting your intention. What is your intention behind creating that content? I would say it would be step one. And then creating a plan as to what you want that content to look like on the front end for different people's, who you're targeting, who your target audience is, and all of that. And if at the beginning you don't have it fully clarified, that is okay. You are still in exploration phase. That is totally fine. I am here and I'm telling you all these things about tech and all of that. I did not start with tech. I started with a whole bunch of other things. I was trying to simplify life. Then I was trying to also help people with building better relationships. I was also providing high performance coaching. So I've done a whole bunch of different things. I've dabbled into a lot of different things to really find something that brings me a lot of joy, which is talking about tech. But as we are building tech solutions and things like that, what I'm really in for is the transformations in people who we become while working together. So basically, I get to do it all. I get to do both things. I don't have to leave any part of me behind in doing the work that I do. I'm super duper passionate about all of it. So because of that, we get to do so many amazing things together. Okay, so recently I sat down and I mapped out our plan, and I literally just had it. The whole conversation started with me just sitting down, brainstorming to say what type of content I want to post every day of the week. And I was like, it is important for me to be visible every day of the week on social media. So what can we do? My love language, one of my primary love languages is words of affirmation. So quotes really speak to me when I am down, or not even when I'm down, when I'm happy also. What is empowering to me is reading an inspiring quote from someone. So I always want to make that be part of my content strategy. So I use Monday as an opportunity to share a motivational quote that speaks to me. And in addition to that, I also sometimes want to provide my commentary about that post, right? About that quote, how that relates to me or something like that. So if you're able to do that, that is a fantastic content strategy. You can totally steal this one and use it for your business as well. Tuesday is 3 ways we can help. Because if you are not offering your paid offers, you could be building all kinds of free content and all of that. People are happy with it, that they will take advantage of that for sure, which is what you really want. But in addition to that, you also have to become very comfortable with sharing your paid offers because you are running a business. When you're running a business, you have to share your offers. And sometimes we do not feel good about it, we feel shy about it, and all of that. Please move one step in that direction and see what happens. And it becomes easier, it becomes more natural with time. I am a testament to that. I was so not comfortable. My voice would even change. Sometimes, like if, I was on a call and somebody asked me like how much the program was, my voice would change, literally change. And I do not want that for you. But the only way I got better, I got more confident was by doing more of it. So there's no running away from that. Yes, sometimes people hire sales teams and all of that to help with that, but initially you want to do it yourself so that you get to really learn your ideal clients, your market, and all of that. Once you have that functional, and if that's something that stresses you out and you don't want to do it, absolutely hire a sales team and let them handle that, delegate that, no problem. But in the beginning, be doing that yourself. And one way you can do that is very easily is through social media. Make it part of your content strategy that every week, at least once a week, you are posting about some offers. Start with one and then build other ones too. That's what I did. Literally started with one. Once it worked, we built the next one and the next one and the next one. Now we have like multiple different offers and multiple different ways we can help people with tech, but it really just started with one. Okay, so on Wednesdays, we share tech reels on Reels and Shorts. We share them on social media. On Thursdays, we're doing a story-based message with a call to action. I'm really trying to also, in addition to just sharing what I do, I'm also sharing how I got here as well. Because I think that really paints a good picture because I am very characteristic of the people I want to help. They're struggling with the same things I used to struggle with, and I still sometimes continue to struggle with. So, by sharing my story, I'm normalizing that it is okay to start wherever you're at and build from there. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to have all the answers. Do not have to get it right in the beginning, but it is important for us to show up. So even though so much messaging around me was like, perfect it, make it better, blah, blah, blah. But all I wanted to do was show up and serve. All I wanted to do was show up and help people. And literally, I was of the mindset that I would do it for free, but eventually I figured out they can't keep doing it for free because then you do not have a business, you have a charitable adventure, right? Charitable adventures are great. I absolutely support those. Continue to serve and help out in all of the causes that speak to you. But in addition to that, once you have a business that brings in revenue, you're able to do so much more. You're able to give back in a bigger way, in a better way, with your time, with your energy, with your resources, with your money. So please focus on your business, make money so you can help people and serve more people. Okay. And on Fridays, we are doing tech tutorials. Those are full tutorials on a topic on YouTube, and we're sharing those. On Saturdays, it's a quote from me because I say a lot of wise things now. So we're capturing those and we are sharing those. And on Sundays, we are sharing a message about what's to come in our Wealthy Startups group on Monday. So I have made a commitment that every Monday I'm going to show up in my Wealthy Startups group and I'm going to share a tech training like this one I'm doing today. And every Sunday we basically publish a message around that so that you know what's coming and you can take advantage of that free training if you like. And all you have to do is just join the group to have access to the free training. You don't have to pay me or anything. You don't have to sign up for anything. All you have to do is just join the group and you are here and you are welcome and you are able to learn with other amazing, brilliant souls that are in this group. Okay, I'm gonna show how we are building some of this content and how you can too. I'm just gonna go into Canva. Okay, so Canva is a brilliant program to learn. I feel like every entrepreneur, every content creator, if you are in any sort of business, you absolutely want to learn Canva also. Even if you don't master it, that is okay. But you need to be able to work with it and function in it to be able to create your own posts and even tweak other people's stuff that even if you have help, you still want to be able to work with it yourself. And I have a fabulous training on Canva, full-blown training on Canva that you can take advantage of also. Maybe I'll take you to my website to let you get access to that too. That training is also free, by the way. Here we go. I am going to share my screen. Okay, so if you go to simplifyonething.com, you'll take a look at my website. And at the very top, in the top right corner towards right, under resources, if you click on that, you can sign up for this free Canva training. And this has, I want to say probably like 12 or 13 different lessons in it. And I've broken it down step by step on how to work with Canva and all of that, get comfortable with it, play in it, break things in it, no problem, right? Just have fun with it. That's the intention there in learning how to work with Canva. So please take advantage of that if you have not yet signed up for it. This will be a really good foundation for you. Okay, so beyond that, what I want to do today is maybe a couple of things, depending on how much time we have. I want you to just get comfortable working with a template in Canva, start there, and then maybe I'll share a super amazing tech tip to help you create content even more efficiently. Okay, so here we go. I want you to, let's say if you're building content for Instagram or something, let's start there. You want to start with maybe Instagram square post, right? So you can click on that. That's fine. There's so many different ways of doing it. You can just click on that and start here. It's going to give you a blank one over here, but on the left, then it's going to give you all these different templates over here. So you can pick one and you say, okay, I really like this style and I want to use this style or something like that. And you can go with it. Or if you want to start back out here and you say quotes, post, Instagram, something like that. Just search for something that kind of is in the ballpark and it'll do a really good job of making suggestions for you. So this one looks fabulous to me. I love this one. This looks really, really nice. This one's also nice. So just pick one that speaks to you, pick a style that speaks to you, and we'll start there. And my rule of thumb for browsing templates is no more than 5 minutes. No matter what it is that I'm searching for, no more than 5 minutes. Do not get into analysis paralysis. Pick something, take it for a spin. If you don't love it, after a little while, you reserve the right to change your mind. No problem, right? Even the next day, the very next day, if you're like, I tried something, but it's not really for me or whatever, I'm going to change it. Absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. Nobody's going to say, oh, how dare you? No, like nobody cares. It's your business. You're building it. So whatever you need to do to keep moving forward, do that. Okay, so I want to do, let's see, no more than 5 minutes to browse. I'm going to stick to the one I liked initially because those are pretty cool. I like this one. I'm going to go with this one. So simple. Let's go with this one. Okay. So once I make the selection, it's going to give me some other ones that it says are similar, right? So if you want to have your own picture in it, like if there are quotes from you or something, it might be a really good idea to include your own photo in there. That's totally fine. Or something else that, is an anchor for your business or something like that. This is also pretty cute. All right, so we're gonna stick with this one and I'm gonna click on customize this template. And we're doing this in Canva. Canva is canva.com, canva.com. If you don't have an account to get started with Canva, it's free. You just have an email address, create an account, get started. And a lot of stuff in Canva is free. If something is not free, you'll see a little crown icon next to it. That's basically a premium element or a premium feature. For that, you have to have a paid subscription. But a lot of it is free, so I would not be discouraged. I would just dive in, see how much you love it. If you love it, then you continue to use it. And if you run into a thing where you're wanting to use the other features that are paid ones, just upgrade at that time. Okay, so I'm going to customize it to my own brand colors and all of that. So I'm going to click on somewhere in here in the background. I'm going to make it clicking on the color over here. And we have these brand kits already added. Brand kits are set up. It's just like a one-time setup. It's a paid feature for sure, but it's super duper helpful. This is one of the reasons why we actually upgraded, just so that we can have brand kits readily available. If you don't have the pro version or the paid version, you can always just type in your color. You can click on the plus over here and you can type in your hex code. So this just makes it a little bit easier, but you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I kind of like this. This color even looks nice. So if I click on the text part over here now, and click on the little A, which is the text color. It's going to open this up and it's going to show me the text color that's currently using. So it looks kind of nice. What if I want to change it to white? Let's see. Does that white look nice? White looks nice too. And then I'm going to click on these shapes and I'm going to say, click on this one. And then I want to make that white also. And as I'm doing that, down at the bottom, it says change all. So if there are any shapes that are, any other shapes that are also added, if you click on change all, it'll basically change them all. So now it has changed. It's like a square and these little quotes. So whatever it kind of saw in that color, it changed it to white. And I'm going to take this one at the bottom and let's see, this one's already white. That's fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to change this to have my website, simplifyoneThing.com. And if you want to bold it, you can just click on, click out, click back on here, and then just hit this little B button and it'll bold it. Okay, so right here is where it's adding the quote. I'm gonna just make the size of this a little smaller just because I want to. And once I have it here, I'm also going to check how this text is laid out on this page by clicking on the spacing icon over here. And this is in the middle, anchored in the middle. That means if it's a longer quote, it's basically going to still line it up with the middle and it'll add some words to the top, some words to the bottom if it's a longer quote. So this is, just something I want to be mindful of. And then if you want to add your own logo, you can certainly add that here also. Let me see if I can go to our brand kit. Do we have our logo here? Yes. So I have that logo here. It's ginormous. We don't need to have ginormous logo. We can have a simpler logo and I can just add it down here. And that's it, right? I am happy with this. I might even move it down a little bit. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I'm going to rename this file up here. I'm going to call it quote template for training. Okay, so now next step is if it's a whole bunch of quotes I want to post on Monday, right? Let's say Monday, our intention is to post a quote. I am just going to find all those quotes and add them here. But I'm about to change your life. Are you ready, you all? I'm gonna show you how the bulk create works. And you are gonna be able to build this so super fast. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is, give me 1 second. So there are a whole bunch of different ways of doing it. There is AI built into Canva. You can use that as a new doc and you can start there. Or if you use ChatGPT, that is totally fine as well, because I know a lot of people are already comfortable with using ChatGPT. So I'm going to just start there. But you also have a built-in one in Canva. So if you don't have a ChatGPT account, again, you're missing out. Please go to chatgpt.com and sign up. All you have to do is have an email address and you're able to sign up. Okay, so I'm going to say I would like, I don't know, 30 motivational quotes by, I'm going to say famous people that inspire us to take action. Something like that. Famous people. Okay, the best way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Walt Disney, love it. Action is the foundational key to all success. All right, that's awesome. And I'm going to say over here, and these to a spreadsheet, 2 columns. I just asked ChatGPT, can you add these to a spreadsheet with 2 columns? Let's see what it does. Analyzing. And please review these before posting. I'm doing it very, very quickly just so that you can see what it's going to be like. But before posting, I would absolutely review these. Okay, here we go. So here's a quote. Here's the author. So I just told it 2 columns. It's pretty smart. It knows that I want to get it in 2 columns. So this is the longest one. That's fine. And all I did was I highlighted this and I double clicked on this little in between this thing when my cursor changes. I just double clicked on that and it just made it fit the cell. Okay, so let's do this one more time. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this file. And all I have to do is save this. It's an XLSX. I think that's fine. I'm going to just hit the save button. It's just going to save it on my computer in the downloads. That's fine. I'm not going to do much with it. I'm just going to import it into Canva. Okay, so where are we? We're here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go over here and I'm going to click on bulk create. If you do not see bulk create, you want to go under apps and you want to, under apps, search for bulk create. which is bulk create. If you just do that, it'll give you the first option is the one that you want. Once you click on it, then it'll add it to your favorites on the left over here. So please do that. So I'm going to click on bulk create, and it's saying, okay, do you want to enter data manually or you want to upload it? Since we already have in a spreadsheet that ChatGPT gave us, let's just upload it. So I'm going to click on upload data. And now it's saying, okay, where's the file? There's a file. And I'm saying open, and it's going to go through and it's going to find, it says it found from A1 to B31, sheet 1, and it found the quotes, it got the author, and it's showing me the first one, the last one. Okay, beautiful. I love it. I'm going to say continue. All right, so now it has imported data from that spreadsheet into Canva itself, but it still doesn't know where to add what, right? It doesn't know that yet. So in our template over here, we have, I'm going to move this up a little bit, and I'm going to actually reduce the font size of this a little bit more because now when we add the author, maybe 40, it's going to go here, and that's not gonna, it might not fit. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to click on this little double square thing with a plus to duplicate it. And I move this one down, and I'm going to make this one be the author. Actually, let me do something like this. And then I want to make this a different font style. All right, let's go with this one. But if you want to pick a different one, like if you want a cursive one or handwriting one or something like that, you totally can. I don't really like these that much. I was, nah. You can actually play with it to see which one you like. That's not bad. All right, I'm going to go with this. Oh, that's cool. All right, so I am going to actually move this one down a bit more because I want to allow plenty of space for this. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to tell this that we want the quote going in this section, and we want the author name going in this section. And it's basically going to create all these quotes for us. So I'm going to right click on this one, and I'm going to click on connect data. So the first data element, I'm going to click on connect data, and it's going to say which one, which data. So it sees these two data elements from right here. It sees the quotes, it sees the author. I'm going to say, okay, quote gets added here. I'm going to do the same thing, right click on this data element, and I'm going to say connect data. And this time I'm going to say author. So just like that, it's going to create these posts for us when we hit continue over here on the left. So let's just give this a try. And if for some reason it doesn't work, it doesn't look that beautiful, whatever, it's going to work. But if it doesn't look beautiful, we can always come back and update the template some more, and then it will basically redo it. So you don't have to manually adjust and all of that on every post. So the expectation is that it's going to create 30 different posts for us. So I'm going to click on continue. And just like that, it's actually populated. It says, okay, so from 1 to 30, it's going to do that. Are you ready to generate? Yes, we are. So it's generated it, and now it doesn't open it automatically. It's in a folder. That's cool. I'm going to click on view and folder. Canva's changing. Didn't used to do that. That's okay. Okay, so right over here, it created this one. This is the latest file. I'm going to click on this. It just called it bulk one and this. The best way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing Walt Disney. And if I wanted like the quote to be up here, I could totally move that and then have Walt Disney. That's fine, right? So there you go. Let's say if you're happy with this, if you're happy with all of these posts, now what you want to do is you want to download these, and you click on share in the top right corner. You can post directly to Instagram also, but I do not really advise doing that. We use a scheduler through OneTech because then you can create a little caption, add your own hashtags and all of that, and you can schedule each one individually for any days of the week and all of that good stuff yourself. So that's what we recommend, because then you don't have to also give your VAs direct access to your Instagram and all that. They all do it through the scheduler on the back end. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on download, and it's going to download all from 1 to 30 pages. And since it's a PNG, it's going to basically create 30 files, and it'll zip the files. I'm going to just make the resolution a little bit better, maybe 2, maybe 2.5. That apparently also is a pro feature to be able to do that. So that looks good to me. And I'm going to just hit download on here, and it is going to create all of these files for me in a zipped file format. I'm going to show you how I get the individual files out of it. Okay, so take a look at this. This is a zipped folder. If I click on it, this is what it's going to look like. It looks like this folder right here. So if I double click on it, I see all of the files 1 to 30, right? And I can just select the first one, select the shift key on my keyboard and click on the last one. It's going to highlight all of them. Once they're highlighted, I'm going to right click. Just give me a little warning. I'm going to right click and I'm clicking on copy. And with that, I can just create a new folder under my downloads folder. And if I go back to my downloads folder, give me 1 second. There we go. Right click somewhere in the white space. Then you see a new button and then click on folder. And I'm going to say Monday motivational. Oops. And I'm going to double click on it to be inside the folder. And then I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste. So now I have all 30 of these ready to go and I can get them uploaded into my system, into OneTech, and start scheduling them, start adding some captions and things like that around it, maybe my own commentary around it, and get these scheduled. So I'm going to show you how to do the scheduling and all of that in bulk next, and we will do that and you will get a lot of benefit from that. When you're in Canva, I didn't want to start with something super complicated or anything like that. But if you want to play with animation or something, if you want to make these so they are moving and all of that on the page, you want to add a little animation. Like for example, you want to take this and you want to add some effects so it slides on the page or something like that, then you can click on this element and you animate. So you click on that and then you can say you want this to, you can play with one of these. You can say rise, and then it says which direction you want it to rise in, from bottom to top or top to bottom. Like that's pretty nice. And you can do something like that, right? I like that. So you can add that animation. If you added it to your original design, it'll add it to all of the pages before you created the bulk create. So basically make the first one, your template, be exactly how you want it to be. And then the rest of them can be built like that also. So when you download it this time, you want to download it as a GIF, not MP4. You want to do GIF. So it'll be a short clip. There's no sound here with this, right? It'll just be a GIF and it'll do all the pages and it'll basically create a zipped file for your GIFs also so that you can get those posted to your social media. Okay, so I hope you have found today's training helpful. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. And if you are not yet taking advantage of OneTech, you're missing out. I know I say that quite a bit, but you seriously are missing out. OneTech is a super awesome all-in-one platform. And we used to use a whole bunch of different things for different reasons, different ways to capture leads from social media and all of that. I used to use Flowdesk for that. Then we used to have Teachable as our course platform, and we used to have ClickFunnels for our funnels. We've migrated everything over to OneTech. Also in the mix, my website was on WordPress in the past, so now everything runs off of OneTech. All my calls go through that, all my text messages come in there. Basically, everything I do for my business, for running my business, operating my business, it all gets done through OneTech. All of the funnels, all of the payments come in through those funnels to OneTech. All of the reminder notifications and all of that go out through OneTech as well. So it is a super duper powerful platform, and we're doing lots and lots of training for it all the time. If you are in need of a software like that, if you're a coach or a content creator, then definitely it's a really awesome platform for you. If you want to check out what it's like working with OneTech in the background or something, you can request a demo with us if you like. You can also schedule a one-time initial consultation call where I can walk you through like a specific feature that you want to see how that works or something like that. I'm happy to do that as well. Just let me know what you need and we'll go from there. All right. May peace and blessings be with you, friends, and have a super awesome, super productive week ahead. I'll see you next time. Bye.